Hello, everyone, and welcome to the final instant match reaction of the season. Unbelievably, Newcastle have finished above Wolverhampton Wanderers, above Crystal Palace, above Southampton, and we've finished 12th in the league. Who would have thought that after that horrendous result at Brighton? Who would have thought that? 12th. It reminds me of that when we finished 10th under Rafa a few seasons ago on the final day. Look, get your comments in. I'll get through them all and read them out. Look, the game itself today was pretty flat. It did have an end of season feel to it. I think Fulham were experimenting with a view to looking at next season. Newcastle started the game reasonably well. Interesting, no striker on the bench. As Carl quite rightly says, though, Willock changed the season. The 35 million will probably be a bit steep for Newcastle. I mean, what I find amazing as well, though, why is Willock not in the conversation for the Euro squad? The guy scored 7 goals in 7 games, which has equalled Alan Shearer's Newcastle record. That's amazing. That's remarkable. And it's not been an easy run of fixtures. I know the last 2 games have been against the relegated teams, but in that, there's been a win at Leicester, who are so unfortunate for them that have missed out on Champions League, but they've still had a great season. They bagged one against Man City, the champions, who have won the league by 12 points at a canter. He needs to be in the conversation. He needs to be. Look, we've been saying it for weeks. We know we need to sign him on a permanent. That is an absolute given. But I just find it odd that he's not even in the conversation, considering you look at Southampton and Ward-Prowse, how badly they've tailed off this season. I just think it's odd. His name should be mentioned. There's so much to come. He's a great age as well, still really young. Look, Andrew says, after the loss to Sheffield United, I would have laughed if you'd have said we would finish 12th. Yeah, there's been plenty of games like that. As Andrew says there, the Sheffield United game, both Brighton games, I know the first one was second game of the season, but after that 3-0 defeat at the Amex, I think we'd all not accepted the fact, but we were all sensing impending doom and relegation again. But the way they've turned it round and not lay down and took impending doom was credit to everyone in the squad, playing staff and coaching staff. Bravo Mo. That's where the attention's turned to now, I suppose. Is there going to be funds for next season? Who knows? The arbitration in July, that's going to be keeping us all on tenterhooks in between the Euros. It's going to be an interesting summer, as it always is for Newcastle United. But I know there's going to be a few out there looking with their eyes deceiving them, but I can confirm, look, what can't speak can't lie. Look at that league table. Newcastle United are 12th. Bit of a gap to 11th. But, I mean, look at Villa. Villa were looking at one point this season like they were challenging West Ham, who finished 6th. We did the double over West Ham. After that first game of the season, this is Premier League football at its best for you. After that first game of the season, when we pretty much destroyed West Ham, who would have thought they'd be finishing 6th? And we beat them again the other week as well. Crazy. He will only get better, Willock. I mean, he's still young. He's 21. It's mad. 7 in 7 games. I mean, look, we always used to say how many points we'll do it, and I always said 34. To think, look at that, 28 points. You'd have been safe on 29. Just shows how poor that bottom 3 have been this season. Really poor, and we can't take it lightly. We've got this can't happen again. That how we can't go and like the end of the John Carver season, going into the Steve McLaren era, where we'll never be in this position again, and then you go and get relegated the season after. That cannot happen. So let's see. So 12th place is a fantastic achievement, considering the story of the season. Still minus 16 goal difference. That shows what the bottom of the league is like these days. Wolves desperately underachieved this season. Palace, Southampton, Brighton, who have battered us twice, only with a minus 6 goal difference. They're 16th. Burnley, 17th. And Arsenal finishing with 6 wins, finishing 8th after their season as well. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, could have stayed up on 29 points. That just says it all, doesn't it, at the end of the day? A really poor season in the bottom half. But we've finished the season strongly. The second half today was a non-spectacle. It was all Fulham. They brought on Josh Maja, who was relegating us today, of course. Let's not forget that. The derby's back next season. Is it? Fuck. Yeah, not even one against Middlesbrough. But yeah, it's been a tough watch this season, as last season. Geordie Sancaster there, he's never lost faith. He was adamant all the way along that we would stay up. And he's been handsomely proved right. I thought the back three defended really well today. Fernandez, superb. Dummett, captain consistent. You always know what you're going to get from Dummett. And to be fair, credit where credit's due, Emil Kraft, the past 2, 3, 4 games, he's done all right. Fabian Schar came on with a slick penalty. Lovely guided one. Fantastic for him. I thought he would have started today personally, but there you go. Kraft deserved his place. He kept his place and he's gone off injured, but hopefully he's okay because he's Sweden's first choice right back. And they've got to play Spain. Best of luck, Emil. But yeah, plenty of work to do in the close season. It was a tough watch at times today. I don't think Miggy and ASM worked particularly well up top together. No striker on the pitch didn't really work well, and that speaks volumes about what is thought about Carroll and Gale. A lot of people asking in the comments, Bruce in or Bruce out now. I would still say Steve Bruce isn't the man to take us forward, but I'm not going to slate him because it's a really tricky one, because on paper it says we've finished 12th and we've improved from last season. But after the money he spent, and he recruited well, we were all hoping for a little bit more, obviously. And at one point this season, relegation was a real distinct possibility. Yeah, great point, Matty. Who is the man to take us forward? That's exactly. It's a great question, and I don't have the answer at the moment. Simple as that. This season was mental. A full season near enough without fans. Obviously, we had a brilliant atmosphere on Wednesday with the 10,000 that were there, but nearly all season without fans, and you'll never have another season like it. It's absolutely crazy. And was that the last time we saw ASM today? That's the thing. If it was, he's gone out with a whimper. I hope it's not the last we've seen of him, because everyone watching this loves him. Everyone knows his box office, and he's just so important. Him and Wilson have been the difference between 12th place and relegation this season. There's no two ways about it. And let's not forget as well our goalkeepers, Dubravka and Darlow. Darlow, immense first half of the season. Absolutely immense. Saved us no end of points. Geordie Sancaster doubling down on his no relegation prediction, saying ASM will stay. I hope he's right. Ollie, still think it was Graham Jones. He's had a big effect. Of course he has. He's had a big effect, and that's where you've kind of got to. If it was Steve Bruce's idea to bring in Graham Jones, like he claims, then Bruce does deserve credit for identifying that new impetus and new input was needed. because it was going stale and it was going badly wrong. And here we are finishing 12th above Wolverhampton Wanderers on goals scored. 12th, honestly, silly. Big part of that, Richie, as well. Yeah, 100%. And yet we still try and sell him every transfer window. It makes no sense at all. But Joe Linton wasn't even involved today. That's the thing. Injured, don't know how serious it is. He's come on this season, probably still not as much as we'd hoped, but that doesn't help with the amount of systems Bruce has tried this season, the amount of different formations and partnerships. To think we started the season at West Ham playing 4-4-2 with Carroll up front with Wilson, and now look how we're playing now with a 3-5-2 with no striker on the pitch. It's mad. Adrian Bruce has done okay this season. So this is the thing. It's something to build on, I suppose, isn't it? All eyes turn to arbitration in July and whether we can make Willock's deal permanent. Is ASM going to stay? How do we improve? Do we keep the likes of Carroll, Gale? I will just mention big shout out Jacob Murphy, most improved player in a black and white shirt this season by a country mile. Absolutely superb. Fair play to the lad. Boyhood Toon fan. Credit to him. Knuckled down, got the loan move away, went away, honed his craft, and he's done really well. But yeah, Joe Willock again takes the headline. 7 goals in 7 games, equaling Alan Shearer's record. That's huge. Willock's a midfielder as well. I know he's playing more advanced today. And he did get lucky, but you make your own luck because Willock made a horrendous back pass and Cavaleiro with one of the misses of the season in the second half. So we rode our luck a little bit. The game itself was nigh on null and void, wasn't it? It was especially the second half. Fulham huffed and puffed, but there's a reason why they're going down, and we saw that today. They cannot finish. Same as Sheffield United in midweek. And we got the job done. We got the penalty. Schar slotted it away coolly. To go with Willock's solo effort. Do I really think Willock will stay? I hope so, because the difference, I mentioned this point in the watch along. I'm going to make it quickly now before the fan reaction show with myself and Johnny coming up in 2 minutes before scoring the players and the last word. The difference with Willock's loan spell and the others we've had, your likes of Willems, Remy, Rondon, them ones, is that age is on Willock's side, and what your Mike Ashley and Lee Charnley will look at is sell-on value, I believe, which Remy wouldn't have had. Willems wouldn't really have had a lot. And Rondon definitely wouldn't have had any sell-on value because of age. Willock's 21. You pay 20-25 million for Willock and he keeps progressing, then he'll have it, and especially as he's English as well. So you add on that price hike, there's a massive sell-on value there. Massive. But that's it from me. Newcastle finished 12th. Head on over. Come and speak to me and Johnny on the fan reaction show. Come and get involved. Newcastle finished 12th. Ridiculous. So we hope that wasn't Willock's last game. We hope that wasn't Saint-Maximin's last game. But yeah, Newcastle finished 12th. Come on over. Speak to me and Johnny on the fan reaction show and stay tuned to Newcastle Fans TV. See you in a bit.